right, a little more than a week after the president said that the nation apparently didn't have a spending problem, we get this from his White House press secretary.
Deficit reduction is not a goal, a worthy goal unto itself.
Kate Obenshain says that's the problem. That's the whole problem right there. Kate, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's that amazing, Neil. This is what's been going on all along. What amazes me is that Republicans continue to be flabbergasted that the president has no intention whatsoever of talking about deficit reduction or containing spending or any sort of reasonable budgeting. The Senate may be passing a budget. This president's goal and that of his press secretary and his to-be Treasury Secretary, Lou, is fundamental transformation. That's what the misunderstanding here is. We seem to think that every president wants a legacy of budgetary sanity, that he wants to leave the country in a better fiscal position than the one in which he found it. This president wants to fundamentally transform the United States of America. He said that over 4 years ago. Everything he's done has been in that direction, and yet Republicans throw up their hands and they're, as Paul Ryan said, he's shocked at how partisan this president is. This president is partisan. He's going to continue to vilify Republicans every time they push back and suggest that we have a little sanity here. He's going to say that they only care about the mega wealthy and they want to balance the budget.
But you know what's jolting? It would explain, even if you want to just cynically step back from this, it would explain a posture that presented an agreement like we got in the Cliff deal that was, you know, whatever it was, 40+1 tax hikes over spending cuts, because they didn't see the need for spending cuts. And furthermore, they didn't see the need to address the underlying problems with entitlements when so many blocks of Democrats ultimately decided don't touch them. And this deal, don't touch them. And now we're getting word from a group of key Democratic senators meeting with the president that when it comes to this debt ceiling thing, we're going to give you the power, whether it's a 14th Amendment or not, to just raise this sucker yourself so that you could find creative hoops around the debt ceiling mess without addressing the underlying spending that led to that mess. It does explain a lot.
Yeah, the arrogance of Harry Reid today and other Senate leaders when they said we will not allow the Republicans to hold the country hostage by considering unbalanced approaches. Unbalanced approaches? Didn't we just see a massively unbalanced approach after the president promised that it would be balanced? These promises mean nothing, Neil. It's time for the Republicans to realize this president is playing hardball.
Well, are they afraid that after the, you know, sort of humble with the deal they got and that they didn't want to look like obstructionists, the Reid Democrats are telling them they got from the election is we were vindicated, more taxes, not more spending cuts. I think I would agree so far as to say the president got the support of Americans to go ahead and hike taxes on the rich. I don't subscribe to that view. I don't support that view. Nevertheless, he probably won on that basis. But he did not win on any basis to just ignore spending, you know?
Right. Well, keep in mind the Republicans did win a majority in the House of Representatives. And so if you're going to say the president had a mandate, which 50% plus is hardly a mandate, the Republicans in Congress also have something of a responsibility.
Well, do they forget that mandate? I mean, it's one thing to cave on an issue, and maybe because you had to, but come on.
They're so frightened, Neil. They don't understand this approach of Obama of turning them into literally the enemy of the American people.
But $4 billion a day, Kate, that's how much we're piling up at any of that a day.
I'm with you. It's time they get a backbone. This is ridiculous. They're cowering, and what they don't realize is that they should be more scared of being primaried and losing their seat, because either way, whether they lose it to a more conservative Republican or to a Democrat, they're going to lose if they don't stand up. But also, they should be a little bit concerned about the fact that we are headed at breakneck pace towards Greece, and that's what they really need to be afraid of. But they're so scared of the blame game and of being portrayed as the big villains of the American people.
I think you're right. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. We need to get one of those big old flu shot needles, like a long one.
It's time for some courage and some principle to face down these attacks.
All right, Kate, thank you very much. You know, Kate and I, we're not on the left or right of this. Certainly I'm not. I know the money going in. I know the money going out. There's a lot more money going out. And you can't solve it with just a lot more tax money coming in. You gotta address all that money, you know, going out. We're not doing that, are we? We're not doing it at all.